Good morning, Parkside. Welcome to this week's encouragement video. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I want to say a huge thank you right off the bat. Several of you have reached out to me and just let me know you're praying for me and for our pastors, especially this Sunday as we approach Genesis 34 and some really difficult material. And I've just felt the strength from your prayers, and I want to say thank you for that. We're so grateful. And I want to encourage you a little bit about that passage and looking forward to this Sunday. Here's a couple things I've noticed. In Genesis 34, we see one of the darkest chapters in the entire Bible. We see sexual abuse. We see premeditated murder. We see greed that is just out of control. We see a father being passive and failing to protect and defend his daughter. It's dark. But I'll tell you, as we read off those sins that we see being committed, if you change the names and the locations, it kind of reads like the modern day news, doesn't it? Sexual abuse, premeditated murder, greed, male passivity. And so what it reminds me of is we have the same heart condition as every single one of these people in the Old Testament that we're reading about. And you have the same God of the universe who loves you so much that he would send his son, despite the deep darkness in our heart. And we try to convince ourselves we're not actually as bad as those guys or those girls, and we are. But there's a God who loves us so much he would send his son to die for us, and is still in the business of saving sinners and transforming broken lives. And that's remarkable to me. And so I appreciate your prayers. I'm looking forward to talking about it with you this Sunday. You know, one of the tough parts about this conversation is how we discuss it with our kids. And so as we discussed on Sunday, we've got a resource guide for you that is attached to this, the email that this video came through. If you did not receive that, I would ask you to reach out to me. It's justin@parkside.org, and I will send you that document directly. I'd like you to review it prior to Sunday because this is a great opportunity for you to lead your kids in talking about the Bible. We have many options in that guide, so whether you're talking about Genesis 34 or other passages in the Bible, we want to encourage you and equip you and empower you to lead your family in those ways. Let me give you one more piece of helpful information looking forward to this Sunday. We're going to have our 4th and 5th graders. They are allowed to go up to kids' church. Usually that stops at 3rd grade, but they're allowed to go up in 4th and 5th grade. Parents, that's your call if you want them to go. I'd love for them to stay. We'll be delicate with our language in the service, so I hope they're able to be there. But we understand that you know your kids best. You are called to disciple them, and so we want you to own that decision. We're also going to have a class 4th and 5th graders. Those students will have the normal Gospel Project curriculum, not something specific to Genesis 34. 6th through 8th graders, they will also have a class available to them taught by John and Emma Milligan. And again, parents, your call entirely. I'd love for the kids to stay in the service. If you think it would be better for them to be with John and Emma, they'll do a great job. They're going to teach a lesson focused on our identity as human beings. That 1, every human's made in the image of God. 2, every human is marred by sin and the fall of man. And 3, if you're a Christian, your identity is redeemed in Christ and united to Christ. And they're going to teach on those topics. They'll be ready for questions from Genesis 34 if your kids have them, but that won't be the primary focus of their lesson. All right, so that's kind of what's coming up this Sunday. It's a big Sunday for us. We also have a free resource for every single person attending on Sunday. It's not even one per family unit. Get 2 or 3 for your family on how you can talk to your kids about sex. It's just a little booklet. So I hope you'll look for that. You can grab that at the rock wall in the back or in the bookstore. All right, so a lot going on this Sunday. Man, we're praying so much for our church right now as we walk through some difficult material here in this passage. And I just ask for your ongoing prayers. If you have questions, please reach out to myself, to any of the pastors. We love you so much. We're grateful for the chance to shepherd you through what God has laid out in his word. And we're grateful for your partnership in the gospel. Park said, I love you. I am so excited to see you Sunday. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.